Time for trade idea for the week. Microsoft. The reason why is I made this the trade idea for the week. You see that from all-time highs all the way, it has broken up, just like how Apple did, right? Like if you look at what very similar to what Apple did, it broke out and then we are heading back higher, right? It's a very similar situation that we are seeing here on Microsoft as well. If you see Microsoft, we just broke out. Friday was basically consolidation, contraction. Again, OPEX and all that nonsense is all done. And the next target here is 426, and anything above is 431. So these are your two levels that you want to look out for to the upside. 425 calls is what I'm thinking for Microsoft, and I think this is a nice clean breakout going into NVIDIA's earnings. I think Microsoft can be a play to the upside here towards 426 this week. So 425 calls is what I'm thinking. Any kind of dip earlier in the week, if you can see something around 415, I would really love it, because we would retest this trend line here, and that's when I'll probably play it to the upside. I have not put a stop loss on Microsoft because the trigger is 420. You still have 1.5 points. 420 close on the daily is when we rip up to 426. I do think Microsoft will move higher earlier in the week, but if the I mean, I don't control the markets, right? So if there is a dip towards the trend line, I would probably buy the dip on Microsoft at the trend line to play the 420 calls. So I probably have to adjust that, right? Like if it kind of rips up 425 calls, if it drops off towards 415, 420 calls. So that's the levels that's the levels, and that's the strikes that I'll be looking out for on Microsoft. I hope you like this trade idea for the week, and it pays everyone as well. So fingers crossed. That's mostly about Microsoft.